It's great to be back no matter what. And yeah, I know it is really rather weird that I've decided to try and change the message of this particular channel onto the health, fitness and well-being aspects of ideas which are being promoted within the New Age movement. But you know, that's the way it's got to be. I am myself getting a little older, doing the right forms of exercise to actually look after and maintain my body as well as my mind with, you know, with the passage of time is going to become much more compulsory, and as a result of that, boom, you know, here I am at the time of life whereby these things are becoming essential. Not just a question of recommended, but essential. Just to give you an idea, my physiotherapist actually wrote the word posture at the top of my little exercise regime to help me with my back and my neck exercises, and placed a little exclamation mark after it, which demonstrated to you precisely how much I actually need to deploy this stuff and actually practice what I preach, like in the here and now. But no matter what, despite that, I'm still going to make this stuff very accessible for a YouTube audience, so I'll still be using bad language, I'll still be acting up, I'll still be doing attention-seeking behavior, and all the rest of that kind of cool stuff which basically you've come to know and love from your average YouTube users. Now today, I'm going to go back to something that I used to do rather a lot of, and that is to use my Wii Fit Plus. This was provided to me as a gift. I didn't buy it, and it's pretty cool. I've enjoyed it before. It's got some good yoga exercises on it, which means that this is ideal for myself as someone who's trying to promote a new age way of life. Now, I'm not someone who can actually tie themselves in knots. I've seen some YouTube videos of people who do yoga and have been doing yoga since they were born, and can move into the most excruciating postures, which makes me feel incredibly inadequate by comparison. But I'm not doing this stuff necessarily to become the ultimate YouTube yoga person. I'm doing this to demonstrate and to explain some of the benefits which can come out of doing things which are originally a part of something which came out of a spiritual school of thought. So it's exercise, but there's also a spiritual component to it. I think that's really rather cool. So, on with my exercise regime. Okay, this is their yoga screen. It starts off with something really rather silly in the top left, which is breathing exercises. Because, you know, how on earth can this device measure your breathing? It's difficult to say. That one I can do. That one, yep, I can do that. No way. Okay, anything to do with balancing on one leg, I really fall short on. That one's okay. I can just do that without the sun salutation, I think. Another standing on one leg one, which is like, no way, why on earth are you putting me through this? That one's okay, but it carries on telling me I'm doing it wrong. That one, I quite enjoy doing, but it really does, you know, kill you, put on your legs and your thighs. So essentially that is doing me quite a lot of good. That one's a good stretch anyway, same with that one. Another balancing on one leg one, which I think is really rather daft and I can't do anyway. That one seriously tortures your spine. That one I haven't even given a go. That one, oh my god. And that one, why bother? And I haven't given any of those a go at all so far. So you can tell how seriously I've been taking this, but now I've got to take it even more seriously than I've ever done before. So here goes. Okay, so today I've burned up 80 kilocalories, and I've done 34 minutes worth of accumulated exercise. That's not including time between the exercises, predominantly focusing on yoga and muscular exercise. So I guess next question is, how do I feel afterwards? Well, I feel like the muscles have been stretched. There's a feeling of more blood flowing around the body. My heart rate is higher. I've been sweating a little. I think it's probably done me a heap of good. Just a question of maintaining that as part of your lifestyle. That's the hard bit. Because I spent about 6 months being addicted to the Wii console and using it nearly every single day. And then I kind of like stopped, you know what I mean? So essentially, trying to keep yourself motivated to live within any type of lifestyle can be quite difficult. That is probably why people of the theological bent find it easier, because essentially they've got, you know, a whole culture which is sort of like keeping themselves in the frame. But the average individual who maybe is a deist or has some other form of free thinking attitude probably would find it much harder to be able to stick to a regular rhythm or routine. But it is rather interesting that a lot of those yoga exercises actually came out of the spiritual practices of an ancient people.